Hey guys, good night. The critic is in the house. Yeah. Ain't that cool? Well, me in the car. I know there's a lot of celebration going on all about the place. But I had to come on. I got a mixed emotions, you understand? A struggle, a fight. And I'm thinking, what do I do? Reach out to Olive Branch to some people. You're still reading statements, people playing like they get robbed. You understand? People playing all kind of games. People still talking stupidness. I calculating, what the hell is this? Is this for real? You know? I don't talk about that. But we got to talk tonight about the future. Something great has happened. Something great has happened, and I'm glad. I am glad that I was afforded the opportunity to play a role in what has transpired. I'm glad that I was one of the persons that I've always wanted to do something with my life, something interesting and better serve the people. And when you're doing something, you gotta look at what the rewards are. Now there's a winner and there are losers. It so happen, people used to accuse me of being with the winning team because I talking for right. But I ain't president. I ain't gonna be no minister. You understand? Winning for me is democracy. Right? Now, what we gotta look at and take it seriously, I look at today, and you look at the low lives and the hungry bellies. Yes, I look at the president conceded. When the president, you imagine these people, when the president did the right thing. When the president did the right thing, people cuss you out, man, like Rickford Burke, and I like cuss out the man's thing. How the man is a failure. The man was always a failure. You understand? The man, and now, they there creating division, talking about looking at people like, well, look like me and all them things though. Them things they got done. Them things they got done. Them nonsense got done. People still posting things on Facebook. They got next one, they got set of them. They got set of them that I will never forget. You understand? And that's what we got to talk about tonight. We got to talk about differentiating between every Guyanese. Are all the Guyanese was supported Granger? Were voted for Granger, and the people them who supported confusion. That's what we got. You got to separate them, There's only about 50 people really caused the confusion that was in this country for 5 months. About 50 of them. And that's what we got to separate. You got to separate the sheep from the goat. That's what got to happen. Yes, and people got to know the goat them. Because when you're found with the goats, you can get yourself in problem. You understand? Open this gate for me now. Hey, yo, Leonard, when you done come give me a take. This is my last night for the lecture watch. When you done, Adani, come give me a take when you done. Come spend 5 minutes with me. Yeah, right? Now, I gotta be real, let's keep it real with y'all all the time. And I go home. I go home. And for me, it's a bittersweet situation. Because I run in the web, I run in the internet, and I still see people. You gotta read, you gotta listen to Harman's statement. You understand? In the ship going down, them man hollering, Help, them a F you. The ship gone down in the lap, the man bubbling. And them man holler for help, them man cussing out. You understand? And we gotta ask ourselves, who we there? Because here I telling you, we moving forward. Everybody tomorrow, right, is update. Today, you got a lax day. First thing we gotta go to is the PPP manifesto. Today I had a lapse day because Angel Leonard with me, he give me, he take. Let me do a little chit chat.
What's going on?
So this is senior reporter with Culture News,
Hi.
Leonard Gildari. You know that?
Huh?
You that, but I live all the time.
Oh, you live? Good night. Good
My life
business.
is live. We're going in.
You don't have any food to eat?
Hmm?
No food?
What do you think it is at that?
So what has Critic been telling you guys? What have we been telling them?
I didn't want to do a program tonight because I'm thinking the first thing you got to do in a situation like this, a man such as myself, is make sure we bring everybody together and we got to work together. But while we need to move forward, we had 5 months of behavior that caused pain and torment and suffering to the Guyanese people. Because the life of one individual. You understand? Cause a lot of losses for many people. And then we gotta ask ourselves, do we move on and say, oh, let bygones be bygones? Because if it is so simple, when are politicians gonna be held accountable? Isn't the time now? What's your take?
Look, I think people are still trying to come to grips with the developments that would have happened over the last couple hours. What is important is that we'd have to take time. There's so many things to assess as we move forward. Those fights, those individuals that we would have had that were pushing that ethnic division thing in Guyana and out of Guyana, that is just one aspect of it. There's so many things. Right about now, there's some priorities for President IRFAAN. And let me qualify. Let me make a statement before I even go there. Our radio station, Culture Radio, as well as Culture News, I can speak on behalf of Glenn Lally, because we collectively take decisions when it comes to editorials and programs. We haven't taken lightly our stands over the years. It has to do with the rule of law. When we look at how our monies are being spent with the rule of law, accountability, transparency, and among other things, that is something that we take very dear. And that's why Glenn has taken this whole oil issue to another level. We could get very rich, he says, if we manage it properly. And you look at what has happened, places like Singapore, Malaysia, Saudi Arabia, how they've managed their resources or taken the little that they have had and turned it and developed into the countries that they have become right now. We could be able to go to that. So I want to say to you that when it came to Culture Radio, Culture News, we did it because the rule of law was under threat. It had nothing to do with the People's Progressive Party or
so like, did they pay me?
I'm not sure.
Why you think I did?
You would have taken your stance on your particular angle or platform that you would have taken. But I can tell you that on our side, for us, was very, very clear that it was a rule of law.
Is this a paid ad? You're going to pay for this after?
Maybe if you...
Me call him actually, this I call you Leonard Gildari. Me want to hear the story.
No, but I want to qualify it and make it very clear. Because you would have the Lampy-Pampis and whoever it is going to be talking the nonsense and continue to push that ethnic. I'm not sure. Maybe in yours.
Where?
Good.
Is this what I'm talking about tonight?
Very good.
People like Lampy and Pampy and Joseph Harmon and them was about chauvinists. Anytime they're depend on any chauvinists.
Well, they would have to answer, and there are going to be a lot of
They got answer.
There are going to be a lot of questions as to how you would allow the narrative to have shifted from a couple of votes maybe on March the 2nd, to something that is always questionable with elections. They always have issues that are going to come out. Or to move that to something, I don't want you because you have a different color here, or maybe you have a curly hair. I don't want you in the government. How did we move from that conversation to the next conversation? So all of these things here, but the government of the day has some very, very big shoes to fill. They would have to deal with not only the state of the economy, they have to deal with COVID. The COVID, you know how many persons are starving in this place? It is a big issue, and so Irfaan Ali is not going to have an easy presidency. I could tell you that. He's going to go, he has to start working tomorrow, and I like the fact that he hit the ground running, readily appointing people in positions. But however, that's just there. He has to actively start moving to bridge the divide, the damage that has been done to our society. I think that for me is one of the big things.
Very important. Now, one of the other things, too many times, history has shown that when the people finish voting, they left the people like Irfaan Ali to go forward and say, well, go forth and do the best way, and then come back in 5 years to realize the things ain't work best. Do you see, as a senior journalist with Culture News, do you now see the importance to keep at new governments every day to hold them accountable?
No.
And as a citizen,
let me answer this way. The media has a very core mandate. They are always seen as a fourth estate. While you have the three pillars of government as the executive, the legislative, and the judiciary, the fourth estate, the fourth pillar is the media. Their job, their core mandate.
No, but look at what has happened. Look what Adam Harris become.
No. You can't say you're talking about the media, the independent media. What Adam Harris? Would you say that he's media? Would you say
well,
that?
he has...
No, if Adam Harris has gone on and he's decided to do something else, that cannot be classified as media. What Gina or the Guyana Rag, known as the Guyana Chronicle, as you would call it, is doing there, that is not media work. Media work is...
No, but when the award sharing is to them, people...
No, because if you're going there, my good friend, I think Rabindra Rupalal would describe it as one way, that's public masturbation. It's very, very simple. Look, if you're going to go, you're nominating yourself for the award and you're collecting the award yourself. What do you call that? I don't know. But what I could tell you, the
do you
work
recognize the importance of keeping this fight the same? Because what happens normally, and I haven't seen it with Kaichur, and I think this is the reason Adam Harris had 23 years to hammer at the PPP. Because he was allowed to open up whatever wrongdoing he's doing. And he could not have taken 5 years of being honest about the PNC. That he himself is a hyena, he from the hyena group, from the PNC. He could not take 5 years ago. So he threw away his whole life and all he's done and all his life work. Because he could not take 5 years of trying to hold them accountable, his own people. But he was happy for attack the PPP for 23 years. Now, the tables have turned. The Culture News have took its stand. I have taken a stand. The thing is, I start Culture News 25 years now. I start 5 years now. And now the government, there's a new government in transition. And I will maintain my stance. That's what I promise. Yes, and I can maintain my stance. Very important. Now, one of the things is you turn to the government. But we are going to have an opposition. Yes, that when you look at them, they're literally evil. I am hoping that people to the likes of...
Mikel, one of the biggest worry that I have, and I keep saying it over and over, in Parliament there's several committees. You would have like the Public Accounts Committee. We would cover Parliament. You have, like if you behave bad in Parliament, they have the committees which would sanction you. There's the Natural Resources Committee, and now with oil now. If your opposition does not, like the Public Accounts Committee, which is the body that takes the Auditor General reports, look at the spendings and would question the government. How did this happen? Why did you pay $20 million for a tractor when it could be bought for $5 million? Now imagine the opposition who is supposed to be heading these committees within the National Assembly. does not take up their posts. Because what you have right now are some questions are going to be raised. Imagine with all this nonsense that what you would have been saying, the narratives that you would have been spinning after March the 2nd. And let's go on to the beat around the bush when it comes to it. How are you going to go to Parliament and stand up with a straight face and face the government of the day?
What do you mean how?
No, hold on. It is not gonna be an easy thing, because the boys are gonna start heckling, and you know the Ananlals and the rest of them are very good hecklers. How are you gonna stand up with a very straight face and tell the Guyanese people on a platform, maybe local government is coming up in another year or so? What are you gonna say to the people? What are you gonna say to them? You understand what I'm saying?
They're gonna play memes.
I'm not sure
they
what
can't
they're
say
gonna do.
nothing.
I'm not sure what they're going to do. But it
They
is what
have to reinvent themselves.
Who
going to talk to people? People like Sherrod Duncan, Christopher they can't talk to nobody.
They need to explain to the people of Guyana what have transpired with them over the last couple of months. That is I don't think the people are going to forgive them that easily. I mean, I remember very clearly Timothy Jonas standing in front of, I think it was Ashman's building, in the early days when the figures were being tabulated, and he says, you know, the thing left stuck in my head. He says, you look across the road, there was a barrier and there was coalition supporters there, and he says those people across there believe that they have won. You got more than 40% or about that or over that who believed, or a majority of supporters would believe what was coming out of the mouth of the couple of people who were spinning the narratives. And they actually, what do? Do you take those people and cast them aside? No, they're part of their Guyanese.
With your understanding, where do you see David Granger going from here?
We have seen some today, for example. They're right away. There's some severe criticisms.
Rickford
Burke. I'm not sure how important that is. I'm not sure what kind of stance.
He has no importance. He's a shiny shoes and a Range Rover. Tell you already.
There were two statements that came from the I presume the office of the Ministry of the Presidency. With regards to what David Granger wants to do. He says, look, I am conceding, he virtually said that, but also I'm not too happy, and so more than likely we're going to go to elections petition. But then you have, on the other hand, the faction, maybe there's a faction, we don't know, you could read it that way.
President Harmon.
Yes. I wouldn't say President Harmon, you're saying that. And so all I'm going to say to you is that there seems to be a play for the leadership of the party with various accounts pushing even Aubrey Norton. So you have a play, and I think being
do you know this is a pivotal choice for them. If they choose people like Joseph Harmon, Valda Lawrence, I think Valda Lawrence dropped back recently because Chewan stay to some extent unscathed to come forward. But I don't see Joseph Harmon, Valda Lawrence, I don't see Basil Williams, I don't see them people in the leader if they go in the leadership of the PNC, because the AFC is done. The AFC is done. If they go in the leadership of the PNC, it's done. I could tell you what 2025 is going to be like.
I think I want to maybe agree with you up to a certain extent. Let me tell you this: there's some bright people that I know from UG, among others, within the APNU side, not necessarily over in the AFC side, but on the APNU side. And these are people I think would have been done at the service. They have been largely discredited. Yes, discredited is a good word, because of the actions of a few. So how do you really regain those grounds that you would have lost through no fault of your own? And so all of these, I would hate to think that tomorrow morning that I wake up that there is a government in place and there's not a strong opposition. It's something that they have to
reinvent themselves.
They owe it to half of the population, less than half of the population, to 40-something plus.
No, but we have to make sure that IRFAAN Ali and a PPP-based government supports everybody. This is the next problem. Outside of the opposition,
well, forget what they want. I think what I could tell you is that the private media, if they do the work, and I know Kaicho News and Kaicho Radio is going to do their work, is that nothing has changed. There's a government of the day. Their feet are going to be held to the fire.
Right.
And I could tell you, going forward, we have always looked at contracts. How are you doing this contract? How is this deal being done? Why you signed this deal with this person here when the other person did not get a chance? And we talking procurement, we talking transparency, we talking accountability there. Nothing has changed. I'm going to tell you. In fact, I believe the IRFAAN Ali presidency is going to be a tough thing for him. Let me tell you why. He's dealing with COVID. He's also dealing with the economy, and there's a big issue that nobody's talking about. We have about between 25 to 40,000, and I think that is a conservative estimate of the number of Venezuelans that are in here. I mean, we're not even going to Brazil and the Haitians.
I've been monitoring the borders
and if
consistently.
you just go along the East Bank there, maybe the Riverbank area, and right along that area there, squatting is taking place. Nobody's addressing that. You're going to the supermarkets, they're there. So we are probably within the next 5-10 years, you're going to see a whole, maybe if you're talking swing votes, that's something that a political analyst is going to have a field day with, because we're going to have a whole shift. Now, what do? We also have foreigners coming in, maybe the foreign companies buying up your property. I think that there's a lot of things, maybe thoughts that have to go in, that maybe the policies that you stop selling your property, maybe start advising people, hold on to it, because this oil, it's going to develop. We're going to catch ourselves.
Here what one of the problems we've been having. As one of my callers called in recently and said, the president has been aloft, right? Now, there are many things that a PPP administration just have to sign into reorganizing. A lot of things that they promise on their campaign. It's not a hard effort. There's not a lot of work into sorting it out. It's just reversing failed programs of the past administration. Yes, so all they gotta do is sign and it reverse. So they're gonna start on those things. One of the things is, I've been around, and what I'm seeing is everybody is ready. Like today, you're in the inauguration, everybody talking to somebody because they want to know what they can get. We gotta look at the transition, how it's gonna work. But tonight, why I came on to talk to people is because we gotta reach out to my brother and tell him, yo, I got your back and we can work together to move forward. But we can't forget the people who try to divide us. I don't think there's no place like Lowenfield. Lowenfield has to go to jail.
Let me ask you a question. Don't you believe? I'm not sure whether we have the time.
He's in jail right now? Lowenfield in jail right now?
I'm not sure.
Let me call him and find out why Lowenfield is not in jail as yet.
No, but what is important, Mikhail, is very, very simple. The people of Guyana, everybody knows who've done what. So I think our priority right now would have to be looking at the things that needs to be looked at. Like number one, the COVID-19 victims, as I would call them. Those people who starve and those people who don't have any fallbacks. We don't have a social net that people have a lot of money in the bank account. Some people don't have money in their account. Everything has been dried up. People don't have anybody going to them, carrying anything to them. We get a lot of calls there every day. We try to do through our organizations to help people. But guess what? There's only so much you could do. Even the business who are helping, their resources are dried up. So it is a big issue that is going to happen. We need to tackle that.
What's the first line of business to Kaicho?
What's the first line of business?
What tomorrow news gonna look like? Somebody send me Lampy and Pampy picture. Who then, man?
Who's Lampy and Pampy?
Christopher Jones and Sherrod Duncan.
Okay. And why you guys call them that?
Because when you look at what they did as of recent, all you could think about is two particles that make up a lump of shit.
I didn't say that. He said that. And if there's somebody who's doing something, let them do it.
No, there's no beeps here. No beeps.
There's no beeps? Okay.
No, it's shit. Like shit.
We have to do something. We do a jandy on them or something. But go ahead.
Y'all know this man is a serious man when he walk, he's serious journalist and thing. By the way, is Leonard Gildari bring me to Kaichur. Bring me, give me a a desk. What's a desk now? And I sit down there, then Glenn like ask me, "What you doing?" He says, "What's this?" Yeah, I said, "What's this? Just a dry?" Like I getting insulted, you know. And then we be friends after that. Now here what I tell you. What's the first line of business for Kaicho? What tomorrow news is gonna look like?
I think it's not going to be much of a honeymoon for this government. I think the oil business will continue to dominate our main line that we're going to push. With regards to the news tomorrow, of course, the swearing-in is a big news. But we're still looking at the oil because if you could get that right, people don't have to be begging the World Bank and the IDB and those kind of places for money. We could have our own money. We have about almost 100 million sitting in the bank there.
I think there should be the foremost discussion, because this is huge. If our oil resources are dealt with right, nobody gonna be fighting. Nobody gonna be.
Let me tell you how ridiculous this is. Suriname has a little oil concession. I think Block 58. I think it's in today's Culture News. They have managed to get about 35% on the gross oil that is coming out there. Let's say you take out 100 barrels, Suriname is going to get 35% of that. You know what we getting? We getting 2%. And then also they say 50% of profit. You know what's 50% of profit? You decide as the oil company what is 50%, because if you stay in a hotel and the hotel is charging you $5,000 per night, is that how we doing business? If they're renting a house at $20 million per month, I'm sorry, Guyana dollars, is that how we doing business? So your profit goes wrong, and so you're getting 50% of that, because we have signed the deal that's so bad that if we can't ask them a lot of things. This is a wrong oil deal.
Do you think a PPP-led administration, do you think IRFAAN Ali is going to be feeling pressured not to go after the oil companies in the way he should? Like, for instance, I think one of the only ways out right now is a local content policy, a robust one, right? Do you think he's going to feel pressured in light of the fact that as the international community played a great role in exposing this thing and standing behind us? Because if they stood behind us, they stood behind us for right and democracy. But if they stood behind us, we got to stand up for ourselves, for our rights. Do you think he's going to feel pressured?
Let me put it this way, Mikhail. There were some promises, election promises made, commitments made, and of course they would have presented their documents. I think because of this whole elections thing of the PPP and the PNC over the years, the two of them, it has changed dramatically. There's introduction, I wouldn't say small parties, but third forces. And what they have learned with people, whether you like it or not, the Timothy Jonas, the Lennox Schumann, Rhonda Lambs, Kian Jabur, this Dr. girl,
Asha Kisun.
Yes, Asha Kisun, Dr. Asha Kisun. Forgive me for that. But what you've seen, the introductions of these people here, and of course, with more and more people speaking out, not only for which party that they want to, but they're actually talking issues. We're not just talking party lines here, you know, that I like your party because my grandmother grew up with it. They're actually talking, let's talk about the senior citizens of Guyana. What is it that they're getting out of this? Could I get some subsidy on my electricity bill? Could my student, could my son get a computer? These are issues that people start looking at. We need taxes off our gas, taxes off vehicles. Why are we charging so much on vehicles being imported into Guyana? Yet a company comes in here, you give them $5 billion in tax concessions. There's something that is unequal there. So we come back to serious issues right now. The introduction of that is going to force IRFAAN Ali, because they know 5 years is going to be up next, and these people are literally barking at the heels, because you could see Timothy Jonas in no walkover. He is
I see a growing third force.
Right. There is going to come 2025, because there are questions now over where the alliance for change is going to happen. How they are.
What is that?
Could they recover?
Antifungal cream? Alliance of change. What alliance of change means? Antifungal cream?
But there is space definitely for the third parties that is going to be coming up. And what are you doing? I'm not sure. You know, I'm not sure about this guy.
Very much a professional, but you realize,
Right.
David the critic.
Anything
Yes,
happens.
we get free pass because we rail. The realest thing coming out of Guyana.
Very
Tell
good.
me,
But
continue.
there is that third force that's going to be there. So I believe IRFAAN Ali, I think they understand that there's a Guyanese, there's a populace now that's going to be very intolerant to any kind of behavior or delivery of services that is not above par. It means that you got to deliver what you promise. If you don't do that,
Beautiful.
the next couple of years, there is going to be these people are going to take away your votes.
Beautiful.
Because don't forget too, you got a whole generation who doesn't know anything but Burnham, neither Cherry or anything.
Well, by the learn by the PNC.
Oh yeah.
The learn by the PNC.
So you what are you gonna tell? These people want jobs, they want a house, they want a car. Who could deliver that? If they see that these people can't do it in the mom punishing or the dad punishing, they're gonna vote for somebody else who could probably promise to give it to them. It's simple as that.
Hold on, let me take a call in here with this girl. Guy say, hello, good night. Hello, good night.
In our life,
You see why you know this program you could cuss and stuff.
No, I don't curse. I'm a
No, but my program you could cuss.
Oh, you could do that?
Yeah, but this is the kind of things I got cuss. Because I got set of retarded people that's come on for me program.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
I don't curse. I go to church every Sunday. Okay.
In closing, I want you to capture your experience. Now it's over for the last 5 months. I felt I was losing my mind. I ended up in the hospital yesterday because I ain't eating and I can't think right and dep on it all the time. They say I'm living out in my car. They had people protesting in my house. They're attacking me. They drag my name through the mud. You understand? But I survived.
People still go by house and
Right.
with placards and things like that.
No, but well, they have not. But I've organized it in a manner that you could decide what day you want to protest. And I'm doing a shed in front of the house, so you don't have to be in the sun.
Bring coffee or something.
Yes, and I'll have coffee for people, and they have dates, and you can't. We gotta recognize the COVID-19 new public health ordinances, so you gotta keep 8 feet apart, and yes, and you got so much time for costs and all them things.
I hear questions here, Michael. Let me tell you this. I remember on March the 2nd, I came in the office and I went upstairs to the radio. And we didn't, because it's a new radio, we didn't have anything planned. So I said, what are you guys doing? And I got a little crazy. I said, look, we need to do something. We need to start calling some people to understand what is happening on the ground. Elections Watch was born on that day. I went fit for several hours that day, and for a couple of days in the week, several hours, and it started building up, and I was left stuck with it. Me not being a radio person, I just, I did a couple of programs before, and so I left stuck with it. Yo came on board.
You come wrong though.
Huh?
I think
I'm not sure.
man like Ganesh Manipal straight now. The day there, and like I thinking, I listening to the program, right? I see these guys are they playing tabla because I realize this man lying through his teeth.
No,
This man lying through his nose and his ears.
It's two different platforms. You see on radio there because we're regulated by the GUYANA National Broadcasting
My
Authority.
brother, you're not
You get it?
regulated to tell a man you are lying.
Well, maybe you're right.
You understand? What you should have said. And because you're so ingrained with this professionalism thing, you understand, and good journalistic practices, you forget that you could tell a man you are lying, Ganesh Manipal. Soldier Boy, the next one, you're lying.
But it has been a very, very tough couple months, 5 months to be exact today. Your body don't feel like go to it sometimes as you get older. But guess what? I realized something. We have some very warm people in our country here, and this is
I think we're good people by nature.
We know this is not for sucking up or anything. This is just being straight up. I've reached some really lovely people. In fact, when there were times you just mentioned, they got some people starving and things like that. People send hampers on here. You imagine that? For us to just give it out. So you got some decent, really, really warm people. It's just a few handful that have spoiled it rotten. I'm not the Lampy Pampy. There's Lampy Pampies out there. And let us get it clear. I don't think there's going to be a tolerance for those kind of behavior for so long. You could only get away, and there's going to be a lot of questions asked, and people are going to be asking them. But you know what's going to be difficult, my friend, is how are those people really going to live facing the rest of the guys? People to say hell is right on earth here. I think it is. You are going to have to deal with that, facing the people who you've been lying to.
People use religion, right?
Now the people.
I see a lady praying with grades in the background.
No, but those people actually honestly believed what they were told.
You
that
think
they
so?
want. I think so.
Well, it's enough more lampy-pampy than
No, I believe so, and the reality.
The man got a shack bondong in Linden. All the house get bondong. I said, this is what. They buy vicious triarch anything for division. Now he little shack get bondong. Only 2 days ago. Some Kevin something.
I saw that, and I was wondering.
How zinc this catch a fire by?
I don't know. They would.
This
have
where
to,
I watch it. I see it on Facebook. Man has 6 children.
Yeah, they would have to answer for some of the things, but I'm not sure. I don't know. I guess when the fire service would have to make their pronouncements on that. Let's see what happens. But at the end,
they ain't got a post in sight. Here, laugh. The boy living in the middle of like a playfield, right? There's not a post in sight, so there's no electricity going to this place, sir. So walk at cars of fire, by. If you come and forgot to do something to this my house, this house born on daytime. People go walk and go born on the man saying, but the struggle and the fight. The man never talk. I don't know what struggle he been in. The boy talk lie.
But you heard it there. Critic has gone to the scene. He's done an investigation.
No, me go to the scene. I watch the video.
But by the same token, he probably did an investigation, determined was arson. How do you determine that?
Leonard, go and tell Glenn, Lee come and Lee give me one IRFAAN.
I think you might go to him. Yeah, he's not going to get up from the scene there.
No, tell him come.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure, folks. Good night, and don't bother with critics. Sometimes it's not a problem. I think you guys should advise him to take some of those North tablets that I would take. It's going to work. Take it one a day. I think men one a day. Take it. That's going to make you sleep a little. Do you sleep?
Sleep.
He needs help. Good night, folks. You guys take care.
Take care, buddy. Hello. Tell Glenn come.
Hello?
Yeah. So here we're telling y'all. Let me call IRFAAN, President IRFAAN Ali. So I'm going to take some calls. 1 minute, 60 seconds, quick. Hello, good night. Hello?
Hey, Critic, am I live?
Yeah, brother, talk to me, quick.
Hey, good night. Want to introduce myself firstly. I'm calling from New York. My name is Chris, and I am alive. Today is a good day for Guyana. I just want to say thanks for all the hard work you've been doing in this long.
Roger, my brother. Thanks for the words of support. Thanks, Chris. Next caller. No waste, no time. 622-7740.
Did I leave a keys there?
This is the kind of thing I can't take, buddy. People are always trying to involve me. Some this man like he come for say picky packet. They left no key here, but no.
Alright. If you find it,
It's like a picky packet. You say I had me until he said he left some key. What's really wrong with that, yeah, boy? Hello, good night. Yeah, talk to me, brother. Talk to me quick.
Yeah, man, it's got to be democracy, man. Just prepare yourself, man.
Roger, brother.
Show the real reflection of the people today, man.
Roger, brother.
Good works, man.
Cool, man. Hello, good night. You're live at the Guyanese Critic, the realest thing coming out of Guyana, undisputably. Talk to me.
Yes, Critic.
Uh-huh.
I agree with every fucking thing you say.
Oh, God, you can't cuss out. You done. You screw up you 60 seconds. Hello, good night.
Hi, good night, Critic. I'm calling in connection with all those contracts that were signed after the no confidence motion, right? That was right. What I'm looking at is they were signed to the detriment of the taxpayers.
What contracts? specifically? You got specific contracts?
Will it be revisited by the PPP government?
Yes, they must revisit it. Everything that was signed after the no confidence motion. Everything. Safe.
Thank you so much.
You sure you drop any? You don't drop no key. Let me take out some things at the back there, buddy. Is we trying to how you key gonna get in the side me side packet by?
Calm yourself down, I can find it.
And I got nothing.
Look at that.
Hello, good night.
Yeah, good night. You know what I call it to tell you?
Yeah.
The PNC never win an election. Never. They never. It's the PPP always win the election, but they always rob them. Good night.
All right. That little confused me there. You can't answer the people. Hello, good night. You can't say no. The PNC, the coalition government win a fair election in 2015. But the PNC, yes, she's correct. The PNC never win an election. Bye, and they look like they ain't coming back for a long time with what they do there recently. 622-7740. Call me, let me hear what you guys say. Hello, good night.
Hey, good night, brother.
Talk to me.
You know, I wanted to talk when Ildari was still there.
No, you gotta talk fast, man. Talk fast, man. You done gone. Everybody want to talk tonight.
Gotta divest NCN Chronicle.
Roger that.
All right. Good night.
Hello, good night. Yeah, brother.
Yeah, my brother. Bye. Today is my birthday. Bye.
All right, happy birthday to you, brother.
Yeah, buddy.
Safe. Now, are we win? You party win now, are we like me there with IDs? I hear Valve be take a tell you, I hear tomorrow can start cost me. Hello, good night. Yeah.
Good night, man.
Me can't listen to you, but you are listening to me in the background. Me tell you about that thing. And like I is not learn. Hello, good night.
Good night. Now that the new government is in, we need to hold them accountable.
Roger that, brother. First thing in the morning. First thing in the morning.
Thank you.
Tonight is closing up with these Harris and the new government. First thing in the morning is accountability with them. Hello, good night. Yeah, brother.
I called you on someone, the phone cut off.
No, the phone ain't cut. You says your birthday, man.
Yeah, you know, I want to tell you something, buddy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, this thing, I enjoying this thing, buddy.
Roger that, roger that.
Right?
We got work for those, safe. Now worry, enjoy thing too long. Who did the back here? Hello, good night.
Hello, critics. Good night. Congratulations.
Well, it's not me as president, me as the critic. We got work for those. You got to congratulate here for that. All right, take care.
We really enjoy you.
Thanks for the words of support. Hello, good night. Hello, good night.
Critic,
Yes, brother, talk to me.
let me tell you something now. I'm talking about it right now, right? You is the information minister for this government, all right?
Roger that.
Look at yourself.
Safe. I me be information minister. Next caller. Hello, good night.
Good night, critics.
Talk to me.
Spelling the law, my brother.
Roger, brothers. Cool. Wow. The phone ringing, I have the hook. Hello, good night.
Critic.
Talk to me, brother.
Yes, sir, brother. Good job, good job. Well done.
Roger that. Stay focused.
Coffee today.
Thanks for the words of support. Nah, I drink 2 mineral water.
Brother.
I drink 2 gas water. I might need to trip out tonight anytime I drink the coffee. So come on, let me get the calls going. Hello, good night. Hello. Hello, good night.
Hi, good night, critic. I want to touch on a point and tell the black brothers that hear that. Don't expect hard for the community. Expect good for the community. They keep on preaching to the black brothers them, telling the black brothers them, oh, killing gonna come back, killing gonna come back. No, you don't want to do that to bring down your black brothers' self-esteem. You want to tell the black brothers that, yo, Guyana gonna move forward. What government in there? You have democratic right. You have your civil right. Those are the kind of messages we want in the black community. We don't want our own black brothers telling us people gotta come and kill us out. Why you want to tell us that? That is what is going wrong, and I'm trying to tell them that, yo, you are good. You are born in Guyanese. You are a son of the soil. Your country have lots of land to take up. Go and get some land from the government. Don't try to bring down yourself. So that is all I want to get out there, critic. I want people to look forward for a better Guyana. Don't look forward for some dark days come back and somebody coming and kill you. It's crap. Nobody can do you nothing. You are a born Guyanese.
Thanks for your input, brother.
Don't have nobody from your self-esteem. Lift up your self-esteem. You was born in a beautiful country, and you have a lot of riches in your country. Forget about this little narrative that somebody will kill you and nobody likes you. Who don't like you? To hell with them. Move on. That's all I want to say, critic. All my black brothers out there, again, look forward for a better Guyana. Expect good for you and your country and your family. That's all I want to add there, critic, man.
Thanks, brother. Hello, good night.
Well, support the caller that you have to the information minister.
Thanks. Thanks for the words of support. Hello, good night.
Good night, critic. Now, the future for Ganesh might call. He'll have to give up the government house and go back and teach another asylum people of one gym.
Don't let me go there tonight, brother. One of my black brothers have just called in, and it's changed my whole demeanor. The important thing here is it depends on our outlook. We can all win. We can all win here. Hello, good night.
Yeah, Mr. Critic. I just hope that you remain as critical of the new government as you were of the old government.
My brother,
My contribution.
my brother, what I can tell you, I will answer my phone tomorrow and every day like how I answer it. So you could call me and tell me, hey, you understand? Not me alone for talk. You could call because I will have the platform for you to talk to. Right? Louis agree upon that. Hello, good night.
I'm not going to say anything different than what I said about Minister.
I ain't getting it clear there, brother. You gotta do something but the thing there. Hello, good night.
Yeah, good night, Critic. What's up?
Talk to me, man.
That side, right?
Roger.
Brother.
Yeah, brother, talk to me.
Yeah, bro. Sorry about that. You can hear me now?
Clear, loud and clear.
Great. Yeah,
Minister Information, yeah, you know I already told you about those things, right? But I believe he deserves a national award. That's what you need to get, because not any side he was on or anything like that, but you educated the people. You understand? You let them know what's up, what's good, and you let them see what's going on. You brought news and new meaning. You know what I'm saying? Because quite frankly, I stopped watching any other news and I started listening to you for news. Because this is the only way I can get the truth. Anyway, I can get in. Copy?
Yeah, brother.
You take care now.
Safe, man. Thanks for the love. Since we're on this, I wanna, you know, this has been the most difficult 5 months of my life. There's been a lot going on inside. I've had personal issues with one of my sons, and in the struggle for democracy and all the sons and daughters and the people of this country, I had to fight my own inner battles. You guys know of the protests in front of my house, and all of this because of a stance I have taken. All of this because I have chosen to speak the truth in raw terms that most people can't take. You know, tonight I want to thank you all who supported me. And I want you to know I could have not become without the people who wholeheartedly, lovingly care and support me, and the people who ridiculed me too. Who, you know what happened? You know, this time I want to unload the anger that I've had towards many people who ridiculed me from my stance, because I can no longer walk with that anger. You know why? Tomorrow, who's going to talk for them? Who do you believe has the ability to speak for them? Who talking for them? Joseph Harmon? David Granger? Look like he had any time with anybody. Who talking for you? My brother out there, PNC, KFC or otherwise, I want you to know, today I am here for you. Not because I have benefited anything, because you will be in a bad way if you follow Lampy or Pappy. You believe Lampy or Pampy could go and tell anybody and get anything for y'all? Eh? Who getting anything for y'all? And I want y'all to know, you know, I have lost some support. I've lost people who've been with me from the start. And you know I ain't vexed that I lost them. Because in every trial and tribulation you have, you gotta weed out some people. You understand? But them people really truly, they're good. Them they outside, them live in America. You understand? Them is high operating, high level hungry bellies and low lives. They watch me, they thought one of cost me to write a la letter, she write a la letter. You understand? When I watch them praying and acting, they say, God, for real, are you real? How you feel like God gonna help y'all with y'all wickedness? But today, I have to stand here. Because nobody, none of y'all leaders ain't got the credibility to stand up against the PPP. What you believe the PPP could tell me? I tell the PPP 4 years now, 5 years, I comment for you where you come. What the PPP could tell me? What credibility? Them people will try to throw this country under bus. Try to throw this country confusion. What credibility they got? Who stand up for y'all? Y'all ask yourself. Who coming down in the ghetto and hear you problem and hear you cries? After what just happened in 5 months in this country. You believe Rickford Buck or Mark Benchcap coming together for fight for y'all when they don't set y'all up? So I want y'all to know. I dare here. And y'all ain't gonna come to me and apologize for the attacks. Because I chose this job. And the attacks will come from a different side. When I start talking about the PPP, you will see the people that are watching different people who they like me. But I told y'all what my stance would be. It always will be an anti-government stance. Hello, good night.
Hello, good night, Critic. What's up?
Talk to me, brother. I ain't hear you. What's that?
I hope that you stand by the court. I'm going to make sure that you protest from Mingo.
Yeah, them man gotta go jail. Them man gotta go jail. Lowenfield and Mingo gotta go jail. Safe.
Definitely.
Roger that.
Bro, thank you. Right?
Roger, brother. Hello. Yeah, them man gotta go jail. No questions about them. Lowenfield in jail already? No, you making joke. Hello, good night.
Good night, Critic.
Talk to me, brother.
I just want to tell you, like, you know, right? Don't ever second guess yourself when you're telling the truth. When you tell the truth, it's the truth.
Yeah, none but second guess when you tell the truth, brother.
And always the truth. So don't.
Roger that.
Yes. So just keep up the good you've been doing, and you know, we look forward to you being the critic for the PPP just as much as you were the critic for the afternoon. Just keep up the good work, and we look forward to you, you know, keeping everybody in check and keeping the truth going.
Thanks, brother.
All right, you take care.
Cool. Hello, good night. Hello, good night.
Yo, good day.
Talk to me, brother.
Hey, man. I just want to tell you, man, thank you very much for always doing the things you do in Guyana, man.
Thanks, bro.
You know, it's been about almost 2 years now I've been following this thing here.
Roger, brother. Thanks for the words of support. Promise to always keep it real. Hello, good night.
Hello, good night and congratulations.
Me no win, you got congratulate IRFAAN Ali. Me walk down start.
Critics, not all them foreign peoples are negative. You know I support you, and a lot of us support you.
Roger that. Thanks for the love and support.
So, you take care and enjoy the rest of the ride for the year.
Roger that. Hello, good night. Jesus Christ. Hello, good night.
Hi, good night, critics. I would like to thank you for the information through this 5 months here. That'll help us out a lot. And I hope you can keep it up. Keep this government feet on the fire.
I ain't got nothing else to do, brother.
I hope you can do that.
I dedicate my life to the Guyanese people. I'm a patriot. I ain't got nothing else to do.
Right. The next thing, root by the plan to give away Mamzi if Jack will.
Now me want to tag them. Me want to tag them. You turn to the wrong body. Hello, good night.
The critic, you've done an amazing job. Amazing job. Keep up the good work. This is
All right, ma'am. Thanks for the words of support. Hello, good night.
Hey, good night, man.
Talk to me.
Hey, man, listen, you have one school for me. You see the banner of Guyana, boy? Remember the...
Man, anytime you call and talk and shoving us, I cut in your laugh. Hello, good night.
Correct. Good night. What is your opinion of Jack, your sir, as Vice President?
What is my
Opinion of Jack, your sir, as Vice President?
do you what is the job of a vice president?
Educate me about it.
Me no. Hello? If you can ask me why you think about Jagdio training as vice president, first you gotta know what Jagdio is going to be doing in his capacity as vice president. And I can tell you, if the second man to IRFAAN Ali is Jagdio, with Jagdio's background, IRFAAN Ali hitting the ground running, I know you're doing far better than President Granger. Former President Granger. Hello, good night. Yeah, bye. Yeah, Chinese bye, one to you. Them by with uncle thing, some shibidi show. Hello, good night.
Hi, Mr. Critic.
Good night.
Good night. I'd just like to say I really do appreciate your hard work that you've been giving to the Guyanese people and bringing light to everything that's unfolded in Guyana in the last 5 months. I've been following you for more than a year, and I know I'm not there in Guyana to help support the fight, but in spirit I was there, and I do appreciate all of your hard work.
Thanks for your support too.
And please do take care of yourself, and we're all feeling very emotional today, and I can hear it in your voice. Please do take care of yourself and your family.
Thanks for the words of support and advice.
Take care. Good night.
Hello, good night.
Good night, Critic. I'm sorry for if I garnish my call. You'd have to go back and teach tomorrow.
Alright, buddy, cool. Yeah. This, let me tell you, I was never the kind of person. This petty thing, like, I'm thinking, no, I feel like I go jail. I know though. Lampy and Pampy, me want to see them. I don't know what they're going to do, but me want to see them. Joseph Harmon, I don't know what's going to happen with him. President Granger going to retire. He's president. You know what I'm saying? Former President Granger. He was president, so he got retired. He got a nice retirement package. Yeah, so he had 5 years to make a fool of the people, his people. So I know where they're going. But we gotta be real. We gotta be real. Certain people, I don't see how they're playing a role in society. And I telling y'all one time, anytime I see y'all, I gonna find out their names. I'm making a list of them. Right? Them people who are making mischief. I'm making a list of them and I put up their photograph. I see y'all with them. I labeling y'all. Because they got about 50 people alone who caused the problem in this country for the last 5 months. Yes, sir. And if they ain't coming out and they not gonna tell people, yo, here, this is what happened. We went wrong. We tried a thing. It didn't work out. And they are still doing a lie. Me and I get a problem. Hello, good night.
Hello, Mr. Critic.
Talk to me, brother.
Stop being the devil. Any nice words for her?
My brother? You really want me to talk about a lady?
I hear you.
You really want me to talk about a lady?
No, I want at least put in one nice word for Chanel, boy.
Brother, today, the lady called Barra Jagdio and try to get some, knowing who's the president of this country. The lady called Barjagio trying to get some talking dialogue. I don't know what she's talking about. Today, she try to Today! I tell you, ladies and devil. When there is here laugh, imagine this morning she know what has to be done. The courts have been clear about what has to be done. There needs to be a declaration based on a recount. And that lady called Barjagio for to have some dialogue. No even going on. Barjagio said we can have dialogue after, which I feel is very much needed. We can have dialogue after the swearing in of President IRFAAN. Right? You know right away Lowenfield come with the thing, sir. How the man come now with the thing? You understand? That lady who Claret Singh? They have no grounds. There is no grounds. There is no grounds for a criminal matter. That is why I called her the devil. The extent... No. Listen to me. The extent as to what we could do with Claret Singh is basically a good tongue lashing. You understand? She was very articulate in what she did. She walked the line. You understand? That is why I called her the devil. She was very deceitful. This could have ended a long time ago. Guyanese suffering and anguish could have ended a long time ago if she had made the SOPs public. They wouldn't get an opportunity. There is no ground. That's a stupid case. That case was that case, Raja, a life was cast. The case where they put against Claret with James is a frivolous case. It's a jokey thing. It makes no sense. But I hold my position. Claret Singh is the devil.
So Mingo Lowenfield will still there working at Chico?
No, sir.
That's the next thing.
No, sir. One of the first lines of business is to ensure that credibility is brought back to the mechanisms like GCOM, the constitutional bodies. You have to get rid of the PNC, cancer out of them. That's what we gotta do first. You understand? So Lowenfield can't be working with GCOM when he has to spend time in jail. You understand? You can't work at GCOM out of jail. We know with COVID-19 people have been working from home. But you can't work at GCOM from jail. You understand? Raja, brother. I spoke about this lady already. You know what the lady did today? That lady knows the truth. You know what she did? She called the opposition leader and tell him about dialogue. What dialogue you talk about? You know when the opposition leader conceded. When David Granger conceded. Do you know Lowenfield came in a report immediately after? And David Granger was saying he ain't got no infusion in GCOM. How Lowenfield get back his sense? How did Lowenfield get back his senses after David Granger conceded? Hello, good night. Yeah, talk to me.
I think America should give a visa like a good place to teach. I'm not working sure.
You think they should give me a visa?
Yeah.
Well, here now, you remember they got a set extra with a takeaway for a set of people, right? Yeah. They can just shy one for me. I think me going to come home now. You don't think?
Yeah, right away.
Raja, brother. You give me visa in pandemic time. Nobody wants to go to America. Will you believe there's a movie coming to America? The lady tried to set up the people in this country again. Talking about dialogue. Hi, good night. Returning on my call.
How are you doing?
Talk to me quick.
I just want to let you know that on behalf of every Guyanese, especially us abroad, a big, great thank you to you for bringing all of this that you.
Thanks for the words of support.
You're doing a good job. Keep it up, and stepping into this new phase. Let's hope everything goes positive, and keep up the great work.
Roger that.
All right.
Thanks.
Take care. Okay.
Hello, good night.
Yeah. Good night, bro.
Talk to me, buddy. Hello, good night.
Hey, good night.
Talk to me, brother.
Hey, what happened? All right. We done one level, right? We're going to another level, right? And I want you to keep on doing the same thing you're doing, man.
Brother,
Highlight
listen to me.
every wrong thing.
Nobody has done this before. Do you think if I take a stance like a little change, like turn a little angle, it's gonna be noticeable? It's gonna be clear as day? You understand? It be clear as day. Look at me. I start off good and can't help me seven trip. I might start off thinking, well, I guess, but I can trip. I can't help it. This me.
I know. Because I'm ready for you for next week, Next week complete, right?
Bro,
Next week you want to
tomorrow morning. What you talk about?
You gotta sleep and think, man. Come on, you gotta
Bro,
sleep, so you got your rest.
anytime. Listen to me. You want to see action? You get the PPP in his face. You get his government, the last government, they get him 100 days. They take 6 months, and the first thing they do is raise their pay. You think them people who we just get rid of is trouble? You give them this breathing space, and then you see action. We talk. Yeah. Yeah, I gotta remember. Me got a problem with PNC. I got a problem with thieves. I got a problem with stupid. I don't like stupid people. I don't like stupidness at all. You understand? I've always considered myself to be a smart ass. I don't like stupid people. So when people critique me why you do this, I might start acting a little different. You know, like a man tell me to call me this man and say, how you can't know the business thing when you go by the people and shoot up the place? I say, remember the name. Hello, good night. Jesus Christ. Hello, good night.
Good night, critic.
Yeah, brother. Hey, bro. Anything you call it one, most chimneys and black here. One more. No. Let me not threaten you and don't deliver. Hold on, like black the one there. It's a follower, but he call him with too much stupidness. Yes, what you can do? I tell Simone Brunson since the last time you gotta shave yourself and come clean. Yes, I mean, I know raggedy woman coming in front of me house. And the next one smelly smell. Hello, good night.
Hi, critic, good night.
Talk to me.
This is a weight come off my shoulder by. Anyway, thanks for everything what you're doing and I always watching you. I never watch rap music. I just bring it through. Thanks.
Roger that. Thanks for the words of support. Hello, good night.
Hi, good night, Mr. Critic. One thing I want to congratulate Mr. IRFAAN Ali, which is our president now, and also I want to congratulate you for your good work that you put up.
Thanks for the words of support.
I want to make it clear.
Roger, sweetie.
They get into office, I want if they take down back Mr. Hamilton Green benefits that he gets, they have to cut it back. Also, they have to cut back Mr. Granger money.
I think they should cut back all of them money. Because the PPP, the hollering now, they will raise the pay. That we talk about. Well, if they raise the pay, the first thing I gotta do is put it. And people said they're not gonna use their money. Hey, that's a first line of business. That's a good one. The girl come up and go to the first line of business. Remember? Them holler. And that's what we gotta keep them accountable with. Remember? The PNC, when they've been out of power, them in a holler all kind of thing. And when they come in, they do the same thing. Jagdio, they holler how they raise the pay. Remember, I the hollering too. How they raise the salary. The PPP said they and use the thing. Well, here. We got the first one for the PPP. Yeah, use the demon girl later. You set them up. You set them up. She said, she put a thing in me. I studied what's the first problem I could make with the PPP. Right? What's the first problem I could make with the PPP? And the people them call and say, the money would raise the salary. Hello? Yeah, brother, talk to me. Oh, my mama. The phone's going off the hook. Hello, good night. You get cut off just because you're stupid. Don't listen to the thing when you're calling me. Hello, good night. You get cut off because you're pagli. Yeah. Hello, good night. This time you're getting black. Yeah. You're only stupid. You're pagli and you're stupid. Hello, good night. Talk to me. You getting cut off because you're up in the same stupidness too. Tonight, like, it's all the stupid people calling it. Hello, good night.
Good night, Mr. Critic.
Talk to me.
You're gonna have to take it easy on the PPP when they get into power. Give them some time to find their feet. They will not know what the books are until they get in there. What state of the economy, what kind of mess the PNC has left them.
How did I know? How did I know they're talking about it for 5 years? It's them in a hollow the treasury money done. Will you attack, man?
Well,
you play mad stupid?
No. Come on, they cannot know for sure until they take a look.
Brother, listen to me. Here what me tell you. There are many things that the PPP could do right now that they just got signed on a piece of paper. Like the things with the water and the light, electricity for the old people. Here now, listen to me. Me and Depon, with you Depon. These people give you a manifesto and they give you a time period. You understand?
Right.
So you can't come now and give the people them time what they ask for. Me ain't got no time tomorrow morning. Whenever you finally see you doing the first day, I want to see every day. Now we doing election watch. We doing progress update. In the night, it's gonna be progress update. What they do and what they do and what they got catch up. You understand? Because me in there in them thing.
You have to be reasonable though. You have to be reasonable. Yeah, you have to give them some time. And then you jump on them.
Bro.
Right?
You listen to what I'm telling you? Tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock. Take care. Give him some time. Hello, good night.
Hello, good night.
Talk to me, brother.
Yeah, brother. What do you have for minister?
I hear you.
We go vote for one minister. What you think for the government?
Roger that. Now me no want minister. When they give me minister work, me get fat and get excited with pride. So hi, good night.
Away around, somebody. Away around. You may get paid before your time. Away around. You may get paid before your time.
You stick? You stick? You record stick? Me hear them the first time you tell me.
Me can't tell you. And then I get pension.
All right, me go get Hamilton Green pension.
No.
I'll take care of her. All right, yeah. Them not only shivity, them some of them pagli waka. Tonight got session. Hello, good night.
Hello. Critic.
What me tell her about calling me and listening to the fudging video in the background? I hear him myself.
What video?
Like all the match will call me tonight. Yeah, brother, talk to me.
Hey, good night.
Hey, let me hold on. Yeah, bro, talk to me. I hear you. Yeah. Roger. Y'all hold on 1 minute for me. Hold on 1 minute for me. Hold on 1 minute for me. So information just in. The PNC like they're gonna be in opposition forever. Oh God! The PNC like they're gonna be opposition forever. No joke. The PNC going for run for opposition for life. Come on, share this video. Me got something for tell you. Share the couple thousand more people look. The information I just received is Joseph Harmon is fighting to become opposition leader. You know what I mean? The PNC coming back? No. Never. Huh? You imagine that? Harmon, opposition leader. Shit, boy. When the PNC will come back? So we are confirming that once Harmon becomes opposition leader, the PNC will be coming back in Back to the Future. The PNC, let me see, where's 80 years? When I gonna be 120, when I reach 120 years old, then the PNC will win back the next election. Let me do some numbers. 2020 plus 1. No, well, 80 more years. Plus 80. 2100. Here now. The PNC, once they put Harmon as the opposition leader, they will be coming back in 2100. When I'm 120 years old. When me grandson becomes a grandfather. When my grandson becomes a grandfather, PNC gonna win back the next election. Harmon, convict man. They're going to put a convict for run the PNC. Y'all better get y'all act together. Y'all better get a young, brilliant mind. 21 years? Not 21 years. 80 years from now, PNC come. I can be 120 years old when PNC come back. And I get in the front of the march, the thing for fight for them. We fight. We fight a good fight. The same day PNC win back, I might dead. I might dead from brittle. I might just fall to pieces. Guys, at 120 years old. That's it. Hello, good night. Alright, you get cut off for being dotish. Yeah, them put just information in Harmon fighting to become opposition leader. Them in PNC coming back when my grandson become a grandfather 80 years from now. Oh, Jesus Christ. The day ain't done and these people done started the stupidness. Hello, good night.
Critic, I love your body. Listen, puppy. PNC can never, ever win the election number, bro. 21, what you just said that?
2100, not 2022. 2100.
PNC can never, ever.
No, well, if they put Harmon, it's 2100.
They make one of the biggest mistake in their life.
Alright, buddy.
Puppy.
Yeah.
They can never win back at the next election.
Alright. No rub it in them. No rub it in them. Oh my God. You're a boss. No. No rub it in them, sir. You can't be so hopeless. You gotta get a little hope for win again. They gotta reinvent themselves though. Put this dude on blast, bro. Who dude? Please, brother. No, I mean got time with. What they calling to me something but old boy? Me got time with old boy. We are just happened. PNC bandit killed in Nandi Park trying to rob my cousin's house. 2 bandits on the run. How is a PNC bandit, man? What's wrong with this band of victims thing? I don't appreciate how this man, like, just happened. PNC bandit kill in. Bandit is bandit. How it becomes a PNC bandit? What the fudge is this? So they had the thing in Nandi Park. They had some shooting of somebody. But this band is a little extreme for me, man. That's why me and the band don't get along. President Granger has on our behalf issued a statement, so I issued a statement and as the former election agent of APNU AFC and in my own right as a Guyanese citizen. Harmon, anything you go there? PNC done. Hello, good night.
Good night, critics. I just want to tell you thank you very much for all the hard work you done for Guyana, especially the Ponted book. And now,
but you make again, the ERC again. Alright, buddy, thanks. Thanks for the words of support.
Right.
Hello, good night.
Hi, Critic. Huh? Critic?
I'm listening to you.
So, election.
What?
Who win the election?
What is this? Let me black she quick. Hold on. Let me black she quick. Where you gonna call me and ask me who win the election? Me don't even want you follow me anymore, girl. You imagine? She called me asking who win the election. And the country got an ex-president. Jesus Christ. Yeah, what now? She is slow. She is slow motion. Like, when she thinking, it's like, it's like sci-fi kind of shit. Imagine somebody could call you now and ask you who win the election. The country don't get the next president. And they ask you, oh Jesus. And you can't vex with them. It's 5 months they waited. Some of them drink, they even over a day. I tell you, And this is the country where we can live with these kind of people, and these people can't live on foreign. Hello? Talk to me.
I never said something open back because the last day after them about hope the race from the land of Mohammed.
Roger that, brother.
It's problem.
Roger that. You imagine somebody call me for 5 who win the election? You imagine it? She didn't know for that. She make her remember when they first go East Coast. And the people are cost them because if you want to cause just a mean no now then get online the people no know how to carry out a proper conversation just call cost the neighbor. This country will get better. Who win the election today, auntie? They got a new president in the country. People go to jail.
Good night.
Yeah, my brother, talk to me.
Hey, you know, I heard you spoke about the progress report that you I think that's a really good initiative in that I remember we left the APNU government and gave them the 100 days to see they get things done, and until a day like today, most of that hasn't been completed. So, you know, holding the PPP government accountable from day one is the best thing going forward.
Roger, brother. Cool. Hello, good night.
Good night, critic.
Talk to me, brother.
Yo. God will bless you. And how long you live, God will bless you. And you know what? You fight for democracy, boy. And God will bless you so much. So much, so much.
But people can still protest outside of my house, guys. Tomorrow might be you. Safe, my brother. Thanks for the words of support. I hope God hearing you. Because he making recommendation. He making recommendation. God bless me. But the devil not gonna miss me. Critic Harmon and the rest of the gang. Yeah, there's a gang. There's a gang. Hello, good night. Talk to me, brother.
Hello?
Talk to me.
Critic, I'm a bit baffled here, man. I don't see Lampi and Pampi no more on the show. What happened?
They might be baffled too. You know, they ain't got no life attack. It's truth. President Dr. Mohammed IRFAAN Ali. You can't lie about it. It's truth. Prime Minister Mark Phillips. What the man name? Oh shit, was Bajag you? They ain't got no life attack. Them man only know for attack lie.
Thank you, bro.
Roger. Take care. Everybody want to know I'm the Lampi and Pampi. Nothing I'm the Lampi and Pampi. They ain't got life attack. Hello, good night. Talk to me.
I'm talking to you all the time. I call all the way from Toronto, okay? Wagwan and Guyana right now.
You gotta watch it live. You can't call me next. You gotta watch it live. Hello? You gotta watch it live. Or you ask me what's going on and attack him what's going on. I did got something for say, you can't ask me what's going on.
You don't learn right now?
Hello, good night.
Hi, Critic, good night.
Talk to me, brother.
Yes, I'm calling from, I'm the man who you always say have hope and stuff like that, remember? Well, I want to say congratulations to the BBC, and I want to ask all the BBC supporters who has won right now that behave yourself and take it easy with the APNU AFC supporters, because most of them have been misled.
My brother,
And,
I don't think Guyanese by large do have a problem with AP and UAFC supporters. We got some people we have a problem with the people who are misleading the AFC, the PNC supporters. Yes, Ann?
Yeah, those people I'm talking about, because I'm trying to, I'm watching a program and I sorry for these people, because there's somebody, a group of people that's misleading these people, and it's a pity, because after the election has won, a lot of people is calling and ask them why Granger can't do this and why Granger can't do that and why Granger can't do that. They don't even know of what Granger is facing, and we will have to take the time to educate these people, because they're lost.
All right, my brother. Thanks for your input. Positive.
Thank you so much. Eh?
You're welcome, brother. Hello, good night.
Critic, why you be so rude? A critic?
Girl, how long now you following me? Eh? How long now you following me?
We win. You're supposed to celebrate.
No, you win, man. Why you calling me for waste my time?
All of you win.
Hello, good night. Hello? Hello? Watch me taking no more cars. Yeah, I ain't getting me for me nerves. It seems like tonight everybody drunk and they're post shipping this. They ain't got nothing much to celebrate about, Because it was the first the celebration, because you taking out money out your pocket. I get serious with these people. You got to ask yourself what you want for your family. What you want for your life. Where do you want to be? Where do you see yourself as a Guyanese? Where do you want to see the PPP? Where do you want to see the PPP finally take this country? Them things they got asking. Everybody getting excited and running all about the place a party. How does a party? How does a celebration? How you dealing with the AP and UAFC supporters? How are you dealing with the PNC supporters? How are you putting yourself in a frame of mind for dealing with the issues to come? How are you dealing with it? This is the kind of discussions we have to have. Tomorrow morning, children still got to go to school. You still got to take care of yourself. You still got to pay bills. You believe anybody. If finally win, all the bills right off. You ain't got to pay for your car. You ain't got to pay for your house. You ain't got to pay school fee. Yeah, enjoy yourself. Tomorrow, what you getting? What are you getting? Tomorrow you celebrate and rub up against somebody attack your face, you're dead from COVID-19. You gotta watch COVID-19. You gotta watch at what we plan to do for the future. How we moving forward. This is the thing you gotta sit down, you gotta talk to your family. This is what we can do now. Certain people gotta sit down and discuss, well, what they're gonna do in terms of business investment. How you gonna deal with your neighbor? You see a lady, if you see in your view, I know in your races, you gotta listen to the music. You gotta listen to the music. They didn't play the same music. What kind of music in your market play today? That would now say you're racist. A black woman done right, the thing. The next demon, he there. Yeah, brother, talk to me.
I just want my Guyanese people to open their eyes and realize that is a new chapter that just begun. I hope that the PPP do what they, not just what they promise to the people of Guyana, but do what's in their heart and the utmost best for the Guyanese people. I did not, and I always will remain a person who's not for political leaders, but we need them nevertheless. And Guyanese people need to understand the coat of arms. One people, one nation, one destiny. Drinking, celebrating right now will not get us nowhere, because at the end of the day, we have to hold our leaders accountable for the things that they will be doing for our country. We have a lot of riches from way back when with our resources. Now we discover oil. I don't care who wants to fight for oil and the money, but once the people of the country can live in harmony, live in comfort, and enjoy those resources, that is what's important. So I just want my Guyanese people to understand that no matter who, which political party is in power, this is not about Indian and about black and about Portuguese, Chinese, Amerindians. We are one living on a 83,000 square mile of land, and we need to maintain our stability, and we need to maintain our society and conduct ourselves in a manly fashion, no matter what situation faces us, my brother. So I just want us to remain focused on what we have to get done and hold our leaders accountable. So keep up the good works you're doing. Everybody have a different view of how they would look at you when it comes to the job or the work that you're doing.
No, but if you got a problem, you got to study. We have made arrangements. You could go online to my website and you could put in. You will see the available dates to protest in front of my house. You understand? Because I can't help it. I got to tell you, blood clot, why you got me mind me, but I'm setting up a protest list. So you're going to see when is the available dates. And you could get a date and you don't got to be worried. You could say what you want for drink, if you want caffeine in the coffee and these kind of things. You don't got to worry.
No, the whole point of your job is to serve and protect. You might have different views in the way how you go about executing your duties, but nevertheless, you have a lot of strong and valid points in what you say and how you put it forward. Everybody might not receive it in the manner that they want to, but is the reality the fact?
No, but there's the problem with them. Disseminating information is just like sex. If you want to collect it in the ears, you can collect it in your mouth, you can collect it in your nose, and if you don't like it, so you could bend over. Yeah. What you black clad? You think I got time with them? Look at you. Imagine if I did back down from these degenerates who been in front of me house, trying to label me. You understand? What, buddy, is the gospel truth? I talk to them, but the leaders are misleading them. And today, the leaders have to accept that they misled them for 5 months.
Look, on both sides of the fence, you will be misleading. But once we could have people like you using your platform to hold them accountable for the misleading.
Partner, it's not optional for me. You know why I answer me phone? Yeah, I'll hear, although it's quotable and the cussing, you still know that they cuss me. So you know the good, the bad, and the ugly. Now, I set rules. And I stick by those rules. And those rules are not for Guyanese critic alone. Those rules are what guide me and everybody around me and keep me in check. Because I can tell you what I feel for tell you. You could tell me you feel for tell. And we can talk in public. I answer my phone all the time. You understand? So, you're going to get people going to start calling in, your people going to start cuss. And then black people going to start hollering critic. You say, oh God, you're doing a good job. You understand? It's going to be the same story. Different people cussing, it's going to be different day. But I can be the same critic.
Before I go, I must say congratulations to the Progressive Party for the winning. I must also say congratulations to the AFP for the work that they have done in the past for the country. Yeah, they did some stuff. I'm not trying to be this and that. They did some stuff. My point is, I must big up, not just. Go ahead. You want to say something? Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead,
No, man, I play like me here, you there, Justin. After 5 months, a disaster.
But I must say, big up the Jack Deal for his positive movement that he have on becoming president again of the country. I know who's the president, I didn't mix up. But I know he's the person
listen, we start with the Shibboleth right away. The man is the vice president. Safe. The people can say, you imagine the man, the president, they ever sleep the first night as the president, and we start with the Shibboleth. They can say, I listen to critic program. The man is the man still. IRFAAN has still the triple it, right? Like, IRFAAN, like, as president, it's for truth, right? I think when IRFAAN is pinching himself, like, to me, I see he had his hand down, I don't know if he pinching his foot for say, Israel as president finally. 5 months, stop, go. Yes, and 5 months. I think IRFAAN the pinching himself. I see he putting his hand on me. No, we gotta check back the video. I see he putting his hand on. I think he missed the pinching his foot for saying, as president for truth, as president. Yes, it's for real. I think IRFAAN gonna jump out the sleep tonight. Ah! As president? If you say, yes, honey, you're president, IRFAAN Ali. Hey! Congratulations, bro. Congratulations. You fight. IRFAAN Ali, man. President IRFAAN Ali. You understand? I tell you tonight, the bad job with sleep. Make it, Joe. Really, they change your mind? They said, no. Nobody can change your mind. You don't say it as president. Nobody was suspicious of everybody. That was 5 months. We had to become president. Jesus Christ. Oh my. Poor president here finally. Hey, life in it. Right? I see the man watching rolling. If Granger come and see change his mind. When I go to the inauguration, the man watching rolling. The man looking. Here the man said the inauguration, I invited Mr. Granger, and I think it was I didn't see he was here. This time, I know in IRFAAN Ali might be say glad Granger come. Because if any man do this very Granger say, no, I changed my stop, Granger scramble the pen. Granger would scramble the pen and say, no. There were some anomalies I now remember. Yes, yeah, I know. When IRFAAN Ali invited David Granger to the swearing in, and one reporter asked if he invited, he said yes, right? But I know he glad Granger come. Because Granger would say, I'd snatch a pen and say, no, I changed my mind. There were some anomalies. Bye. I know IRFAAN Ali would have buzzed down in Tuesday. Right? Let me go. Oh my God. Watch it. This is not a joke. 158 calls. Let me take my last call. Hello, good night. Talk to me, brother.
You don't find it strange that this Sunday everything go off so smooth and quick? I don't know if you thought about this, but could it be that Jack Dio and Granger made a secret deal?
Nothing of the start. No, nothing of the start. I can tell you that because when I heard Claret Singh called Jagdeo. Yeah? I called immediately and asked what the discussions were about. Bharat Jagdeo listened to what Granger had to say, and it added up to bullshit. And in ending the conversation, Bharat Jagdeo told David Granger that they can have discussions after the swearing in of President IRFAAN Ali. That is what the happening was today. And I can tell you I know that personally. Because immediately upon hearing that Claret Singh called Bharat Jagdeo, I called to find out about what? You understand?
Okay.
Roger that. Cool. That is why I said the lady's the devil.
So we could expect some prosecution then?
Yes, yes. Very soon.
Okay, another thing more.
Yeah.
Another thing, earlier was talking to Gildari, and from my understanding what you were trying to tell them, you said that basically you want to keep the acceleration on political party. Now, even though the PPP is in office, you want to keep them accountable. That's what basically what.
Well, remember, right? me and Kaicho News has a very good working relationship. I don't care. Listen to me. If you pay attention to me, you ever see a day I trip out on Gildari and Yog Mahadi and all them when they had Ganesh lying on the radio? You never see the day?
I remember.
Well, I don't have no time. Me and me mother just get wrong, but if you don't understand, at the time I get wrong and they cuss out all them, and you know what? Glenn Lyle tell me that Bono, you like family, we gotta watch it. I said, nah, me bro. If me mother do something wrong, I put you in the sass. I don't have no time.
Well, just as we're gonna call out the PPP for wrongdoing, we're gonna commend them for bringing back the country too. Right?
Brother, that is not my job. Listen to me. That's not my job for rub nobody back. IRFAAN Ali will be getting a huge sum of money. This is the problem with y'all, you know. Y'all getting this thing tied up. It's not me work for God say what you do. You understand? Me not interested in what you do. Me want to know what you
showcasing progression in Guyana.
Yeah. No, but that's not me work. If you present yourself to me, if me you sit down and talking, what you do? Turn off the camera when I go and cover the roads them. When I go into a place to go meet somebody and I see a new road, doesn't I do that with the PNC? Like I never talk nothing good but them people.
Right.
When I go try talk about the road, I talk about the bread, I talk about the Linden I used to talk, but the Linden road or the PNC do it for since the first PNC. And what they did.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Well, you're doing a good job so far. Keep up the good work, my brother.
Roger, brother.
I don't know, you're heading to Danny Park to see what's going on with the situation.
I done been in there, me find nothing. I done been in there, me find out like they done move the man.
They don't move the man?
Yes, I received information that somebody shot at James Singh. And he returned fire, hit one of them, and injured another. Right. But I went in there myself. Just before I went live, I was in there. I didn't see anything.
Okay.
Roger, brother. Cool. Guys, here, we got to call it a night. I got to go and chill. Me ain't taking no more cars. Oh, God, this whole night is cars. Hello, good night.
Hello?
Good night.
Good night. How can we, what's the number to get on the critic? Hello?
911.
You're such an ass.
She a call me. Watch she nice and stupid. The nice but the stupidity. What's the number for get her the critic? And then she can tell me it's an ass. Watch your face. A big stun the head. Watch. You understand? What's the number for get her the critic? Get her the critic. What is the number for get her the critic? 9911? She's a blonde. Hello, good night.
Yeah, Critic, good night. Congratulations on all the hard work you've been doing. But at the same time, my question to you is, in the U.S., you have people who can be charged for spreading hate speech. I'm wondering if a good immigration lawyer could make the argument that there are people within the U.S. making
I can tell you, there are a number of people, including Rickford Burke, that the FBI are looking into as it relates to hate speech. That's what I can tell you.
Wow.
And nobody, personally.
Right.
There are ongoing investigations. You know how the FBI is doing the thing?
Oh, well, I don't know, but
well, they do detailed thing. Now, like the Guyana police force is going to lock you up and then investigate after. They investigate you thoroughly. They listen to what your utterances were, and they make sure they have a case before they bring it. And once there is a case, they will be. And I know them, banner. I know if the states ain't got a case, they ain't coming back here anytime soon. Because we can find a case.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Roger that.
Right. On a separate note, I had mentioned this to you a while back, but you always get lots of calls. That I want to reiterate that your platform is perhaps the most comprehensive social media platform to build national healing as this transition is happening. And I would encourage you to think about doing something like that in the future, or continue doing that, I should say.
Well, the main fact that any discussion can happen here any time, and we're so open, you understand? However, if you are where you call, let's talk about what you want to talk. What you see as an Indian brother, what you see reaching over to your black brother, this is what we got too.
Right.
The platform here is here. It's here for us.
Right.
You understand? Safe, brother.
Alright.
Jesus Christ. Hey, nigga done. Yeah, my brother, talk to me.
Good night. Here, puts I got the ball.
I hear you. I have no idea. Somebody, poor little child laughing in the background. She said it did not sound like me. Well, I ain't got no apologies. Lots of long mouths this struggle. Watch. NCN statement by Harmon. You know what? Me want to hear none from Harmon. NCN still put a statement by Harmon. NCN still put a statement by Harmon. What going on down by NCN there? Them people ain't out of the place yet? Them people ain't out of the place there yet. I see NCN still put this statement by Harmon. I don't want to hear nothing from that guy. Who that down there? I coming over there all in the morning, man. Safe. NCN issuing a statement from Harmon. Hello?
Hey,
talk to me, brother.
You I know you're a little tired and thing, man. You just got for
I just got for what?
You just got go relax. Don't bother them stupid people.
No, that's the guy. We just having fun. Don't worry. Safe, brother.
Your bigger problem to start now because you got lots of things you gotta do.
Telling him. Safe, brother. Thanks. Yeah, me want me NCN still issue a statement by Harmon. What shit is this about? I gotta go down at tomorrow morning. I go down by Chronicle. And I go down by NCN. Tomorrow morning. They still got time to mislead people? Let me go and see this thing. How long ago is this? Oh, just 3 hours ago. This Harman thing. What's going on? Did somebody cut up the shot?
This guy, stupid fucking people.
Watch it. A lady don't start tear up shape here in the shot.
I'm getting a headache right now.
The lady tear up she green shot and put on her shot.
Out for AP and you look big mother skunk happening. Look. You want to see this in me eyesight?
What's this? What's this lady? See him? I mean, Jesus Lord. The lady cut it up the cloth more. The lady not done. Why the lady cut it the jersey? What the blood clot is this? And lady cut it the jersey and done got a red jersey. Hey, me can't take this thing more. Me can't take this anymore. What the blood clot is this? What is this? Let me see. What is this? Man, don't call me, man. Before you call me, know what you're doing. What's this? Man, this is too much now. This is too much now. Tomorrow we can find it to go in. We gotta get to control of it. Safe. Safe here. Safe, babe. If I put me phone not forgive, how the blood clot is still getting calls and I send that? What's going on? It is said that power is the kiss of death, but it also said that he would fight and run away, live to fight another day. Keep up the wonderful work you did. This may not be posted. Hello?
Critic, why not comb your hair?
You're gonna pull off your panty while I don't come here. You're gonna need something to hold on for when I pull off your panty. Let me show you. Let me call you. You want problem? You like problem? Call me girl. She number. They got a girl here. She in America. She not do nothing. And she wants somebody for play with. And she look like she could be fun. Let me give her she number one thing. She number is 646-731-0018. That's your number. Call she. She look like she want to have a little fun and so. 646-731-0018. She ain't got nothing to do for them porvs and thing, y'all. Y'all, yeah, I could call if y'all ain't got nothing to do. Anytime you could call she. You could call she night time, 300-400 times a day. You understand? You could call she anytime you want to call she. You don't gotta worry. She ain't got nothing to do. And she does the walking around thing. I want me go out to your fist too. Here, I gotta go. You guys take care, love. Peace out.